Okay, as we continue our exciting episode here, linear was 0.93. And I can do a second quit here. There's 0.93. Let's go and get these other functions, quadratic and cubic functions. And once everything's in here, loading this table up into L1 and L2, the rest of this kind of gets easy. So I push the stat button. And they want us to do a quadratic, so we look for quadreg and hit enter. Now if I wanted to, I could put this into L1 or into Y1 and the same way I did linreg, and just for demonstration purposes I'll do that. So vars, y vars, function, y1, enter, and here it comes back and gives me this r squared of 0.95. So quadreg 0.95 and linear reg is 0.93. So quadreg is a better fit. It's our best fit so far. Now if we go look at the graph just to take a peek, how does it fit? See, it's starting to curve right along there, which is pretty nice. It is a better fit, slightly. Okay, let's go look at our last choice, which would be cubic function. So I go over here and there, and I look for cubic reg, enter. Once again, vars, because I feel like looking at it. Enter, enter, enter. And r squared is 0.987. So this is clearly the winner. 0.987. And we can look at it, see how it fits here. And you can see it almost going through all the dots pretty nicely. Nicely done. Okay, so I click on cubic and check answer. Nice work. And then it says 3 parts remaining. What are the 3 parts? What's going on? Okay, I guess this is it. Which is the graph of the function of the best fit? And we could look at this thing, but actually we already have it done, just because we loaded this table in to begin with. So we can, darn it, we can look at this thing. Is it this one? No, the line of best fit here is linear. This don't look right. This one went up, which was actually the quadratic, but look at this thing right here. Looks just like that. Notice they have the same window right here as we've already input. So we know that it's part D. Check answer. Good job. And last but not least, well, not quite, we have 2 parts remaining. What are the predicted values of the population in thousands in year 2010 according to the linear function? According to the linear function. Wow. So they don't even want us to use our line of best fit right now. They want us to use a different line. So let's go back over here. And what you could do, let's go back and get our linear function. And that's the way I'm going to show you how to do this, is to do substitution here, because I think it'll be the best route. So once again, let's go to Stat, and we're going to go to Calc, and we're going to go to LinReg, enter, enter, and there is our y equals ax plus b, b equals 42.93. So what you're going to need to do, and I don't have a whole lot of room here, and where would I put this? Alright, let's just do this. Let's see if this works. This is a trick that I don't use a whole bunch because I just don't have a need to. Okay, let's do this instead. Sorry about this. Let's use our little trick for coming up with putting this equation into y equals, and then we'll be able to handle this a little better. So I go back to Stat and Calc. Let's do a LinReg. I hit it once. I'm going to put it into y1, so I need vars, y vars, enter, 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 and I can now go look at this thing. Alright, we're going to do this two ways, I guess. I'm going to show you the calculator way, and I am going to end up showing you the calculator way. And I'm also going to tell you how to do this the non-calculator way. To do it the calculator way, let's turn off plot, because I don't need to see plot anymore. I'm going to use the equation, and I don't need the points. So I go up here and hit enter, and it's now turned off. Alright, here we go. We look at the graph. Okay, now they want us to look in the year 2000 and 2010, which is going to cause us some window issues. Why is it going to cause us window issues? Because we're running out from 0 to 120 for our window. 0 to 120. So from the year 1900 to actually this runs out to 2020 if you leave this 120 here. So we're in pretty good shape. This is going to work out. And let me show you what you can do now is, for substituting into our equation here, 4.777x plus you can substitute the value for 2000, which is 100 years from the year 1900, so that's what you would substitute into x here. And 2010, you'd be substituting in 110. Great. So you can do that by just writing this equation down and substituting in for x for both of those. However, if you wish to do it via the calculator, there is a way to do that. Let's look at graph. And we're going to hit the trace button. And I'm going to type in 100 and hit enter. Notice it came up with 514.72. Well, I can look over here, and I'm going to round, of course, 514.72. So here's our first value. It's close to 515. That's probably the answer. And if you were a risking person and didn't want to go on with this, you could probably just hit B, and you got it. But I'm going to do both, so you have an example how to do both. I hit trace again. This time I want to go for the second one. And this is 110 years from the year 1900, and I hit enter. 561.9. Ooh, 562. So that is the correct answer. Now again, you could have just substituted these values for x, 100 and 110, into our equation, and we'd have been in good shape. You would have gotten the same answer. So I check my answer. Excellent. What are the predicted values of the population size in 2000 according to the quadratic function? Excuse me. So let's go back to our calculator. I'm going to have to reload the quadratic function into y equals. Getting there. We're almost done. So let's go and stat, calc. We got to go back to the quadratic function. Quadratic, enter. Going to need it in y1. So vars, y vars, enter, enter, enter. Okay. And we're going to head over to look at the graph. There it is. And we're going to use the same trace trick as before. So here we go. We're looking at the year 2000, so we hit trace and type in 100, enter, 55414. This looks suspiciously like this one. Next one. And I hope I don't run out of time here. Trace. And we want to type in 110. Enter. 630. Ooh, look at that. So it is 554 630B. Check answer. Well done. And I think I finished this video in time, and I am shutting it off.